COVID-19 hit the United Kingdom on the 28th of February 2020. On the 23rd of March, a national lockdown was announced, causing all small non-essential businesses and shops to close down. Today we'll be looking at cafes in Banbridge and interviewing staff at a small local cafe and a relatively large cafe to see how different or how similar their experiences have been due to the COVID pandemic. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Suzanne and I'm the manager of the Portadown store.
Can you introduce your business as well?
Yeah, the business is run by Karen and Darren Gardner, who are husband and wife, and the stores operate a family-friendly atmosphere.
When did the Grounds Cafe first open?
Yeah, the first ever store opened in 2001 in Coleraine, and the Portadown store was opened in 2017.
Did COVID-19 ever negatively affect the cafe?
Mainly due to profits lost by waste of food that had to be donated or thrown out.
What restrictions had to take place?
There was a 2-metre distance between tables where possible, outside seating only when that wasn't available, one-way system, and then our staff wear masks and washing their hands.
Did these restrictions affect your business?
Well, some customers didn't want to sit outside, so they wouldn't come in. And then there was a few regulars didn't return after COVID.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Aaron Bushby. I'm from Banbridge, and I set up this cafe Roast and Roll with my friend Harry Singer, who's out in the back baking at the minute.
Can you introduce your business?
Roast and Roll is a tabletop games cafe where we cater to all manner of nerdy tabletop hobbies, including Dungeons and Dragons, other RPGs, board games, Warhammer and other tabletop war games, and trading card games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Did COVID affect your business?
In a sense, the business wouldn't exist without COVID, so we are almost seeing it opposite to many other businesses. With how things were going with degrees and other jobs and things like that, the pandemic kind of spurred us to actually come up with the initial idea and to actually go through with it, so it wouldn't exist without it.
So how specifically did you come up with the idea to open up a gaming cafe?
So I lived in England for a while and I saw a whole lot of these kind of things all over there. But when I moved back to Northern Ireland, there wasn't anything. There was a gap in the market really. And last February, after working just a dead-end job for a while, the idea kind of came to me. And I asked Harry if he'd be interested because I knew Harry was very big into D&D and other stuff like that, and he was, so it all went from there.
Was it more expensive to open a new cafe after COVID?
Well, we don't really have a viewpoint from before COVID. It was, as this is our first business venture, but from what I could see, a lot of people were telling us that it would be a silly time to open and stuff, but we still wanted to go ahead with it, and we had the backing of the community from the very beginning with our Kickstarter campaign. So.
Is the business doing well?
I would say it is, yes. We are continuously seeing a growth in the community and people coming in, and every new face we see walk through the door, there's a chance that they're going to become a weekly regular. And we're already planning to do certain events like going on a community outing, and we're setting up a stall at Comic-Con hopefully.
Are there any repercussions from starting a new business after COVID?
We've only seen like one major repercussion, and that was that for the first few months was definitely issues with spreader events where people would come in not knowing they had COVID and sit at a D&D table of strangers, and then the next week that whole table and maybe the table next to them can't come in because they've all got COVID. But we've definitely seen that really slow down now, and there's not really as much of that anymore.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the questions.
In conclusion, we see that although COVID-19 was a reason for some businesses closing down and many people losing their jobs, some started and are now thriving better than ever. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Suzanne and I'm trying to count to 5.
COVID-19 hit the United Kingdom.
Why'd you start so fast?
What do you mean? I'm winning! Real.
And we're starting over again. 3, 2. Oh, I'm stupid.
3 claps like that. I'm sorry.
I'm in B-roll.
No, botskin.